JCole drops I Love Her Again.
I never knew a love like this.
I knew a love like this.
I never knew a what? Dot. I can't, bro. It's 2020. I can't. We here. This where we at? Oh my God. This nigga started the verse. I never knew a love. We getting that cadence, them bars. A few weeks apart, bro. 2 weeks apart. Oh my God, bro.
But first, let's get this out of the way. JCole stands are, without a doubt, the worst stands in the history of stands. I know. Some of you are already typing "you reaching" in the comments, but let's be real. Y'all are out here following a clown. Sorry to break it to you, but you've been lied to your whole life by a clown who literally lies to your face on every album and you eat it up like it's gospel. And the way you defend him, it's almost impressive. You're so you're very, very intelligent with great discernment, and there's just no way you'd ever get hustled or fooled in real life, right? For sure. Let that sarcasm marinate. And let's talk about this bigger man narrative you love so much. If Cole was really the bigger man, he would have waited to drop his CD car trunk sell, instead of dropping it today, the exact same day Baby Keem's album dropped. You want to talk about honor, about courtesy? The honorable thing, if you actually care about someone, is to not drop anything on their release date. But nah, Cole's got to make sure the spotlight never leaves him, even if it means stepping on his own so-called little bro. And for the stans who are already in my comments saying, he's been on a consistent drop, why should he stop just because Keem is dropping? Remember, this is the guy you call the bigger man, the guy who was well aware of Keem's release date and still chose to make it about himself. That's not maturity, that's ego. So before you click off and dislike this video without even watching it, because I know the cult clique is real, do me a favor, hit like, subscribe, and actually listen before you comment "you reaching" or "the fall off is the best album ever." Because if you're gonna defend the clown, at least watch the whole circus.
I'm gonna just have to say I'm gonna have to pass for that.
According to Cameron, JCole has been ducking him. Yes, the nice JCole that never does anything to anybody, he ducking Cameron.
So now we have these lawyers that worked with Drake and UMG and are now partnering with JCole to respond for a case of dismissal.
Now, let's get into how Kendrick and Keem just trolled Cole's entire hip-hop therapist act and why the only narrative that matters,
I never knew a love.
a heartfelt, almost apologetic track where hip-hop is a hurt ex he's trying to win back. He's pouring out his soul, promising he's changed, and giving us a whole sermon about what it means to love the culture the right way. It's part therapy session, part PR campaign, and all about Cole trying to control the narrative. But just a few weeks later, Kendrick Lamar and Baby Keem pop out with Good Flirts, and right from the jump you can tell, this isn't just a love song, it's a direct troll, a confident, playful flip of the same "never knew a love like this" hook that anchors Cole's track. Kendrick's not begging for hip-hop's forgiveness, he's having fun with her, flexing and making it clear he's not in the friend zone, he's running the show. Uses romance language, biblical imagery, and film references to mock Cole's friend-zoned, PR-heavy relationship with hip-hop and his attempt to control the narrative. This isn't just a response, it's a masterclass in how to clown your rival by flipping his own concept on his head.
But you just said this was your last album, man.
Direct troll of I Love Her Again. Kendrick and Keem open Good Flirts with a direct parody. I never knew a love like this. It's the same refrain as Cole's song, Playful Stuttering, making the sentiment sound childish and unserious. He's signaling, we can use that same hip-hop as lover trope, but we're having fun with her, not begging for her. Cole's vulnerable confession becomes a punchline.
Again, hip-hop as he exits.
Deeper relationship versus Cole's friend zone. Flood your contour, make you blush like this.
Love, a love like this. Flood your contour, make you blush like this.
Kendrick's not talking about makeup to hide flaws. He's talking about sex after the breakup, about knowing hip-hop's real face. He's saying hip-hop doesn't wear makeup around him. He knows and accepts her flaws, unlike Cole's judgmental implants, surgically enhanced details, popping perks, mumbling while twerking BBL framing. This is also a layer on his tour success with the phonetic play on contour to flood cantor.
Trophied up, I'm saying like bing, bop, boom, 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 bop, bam. The type of shit I'm on, you wouldn't understand.
Then, fuck a friend zone when you hug like this.
Like this. Fuck a friend zone when you hug like this.
Direct contrast to Cole's, as long as she's alive, I know I'll always have a friend. Kendrick's narrative? Hip-hop is not his friend. They're locked in, romantically and artistically. No halfway, no it's for everybody distance. He's not on the couch texting. He's in the room, making the culture blush. Grown men gossip, sneak dissing Cole's narratives. To be honest, niggas love love too.
Be honest, niggas love too.
It's a light jab at emotional oversharing, at men treating hip-hop like therapy instead of standing on business. Shit, I gossip with my bitch like I'm Young Thug too.
Honest niggas love too. Shit, I gossip with my bitch like I'm Young Thug too.
I do too, chat. I do too. The Young Thug smoke is crazy. Oh my. Hold on, no. The Young Thug smoke is crazy. Hold on. The Young Thug smoke is crazy. Nah, bro. You hit him with the I never knew what love, and I gossip with my bitch like Young Thug too. Oh my God, bro. I'm sorry.
Nibble on your ear, touch your butt like this. We're just like this.
On the surface, it's a reference to Thug's leaked calls gossiping about friends.
But this what he did. He made, which they still gotta prove the shit though, which I don't think they gonna ever be able to prove because it's just not a game. He gave the jurors the agreement that it's a game. He said YSL is a game, and he know people in this on this trial who committed crimes in furtherance of the game. That means you did it. You saying. You see what I'm saying? You don't know nobody on this case. Yeah. That's a lie. That's a full-blown lie. I know individuals on this case that committed crimes in furtherance of the game. Like you committed, people just so you can say slime big. Like that's real. That's what RICO is. That's RICO. So if a nigga get found guilty on RICO, nigga, you really you got a nigga light took, nigga.
Yeah.
And you are 100% black. You don't know nobody on the case. I ain't ever committed no crime. Duke ain't committed no crime. Yak ain't committed no crime. Them the only 3 people you know on this case. Ain't now one of them committed no crime. So who the fuck is you talking about?
Young Thug's jail calls released, and he says Kendrick Lamar never helps anybody.
Supposed to be a nigga who bless a nigga. That's why them niggas will never be bigger than Drake ever in life. You really trying to keep all the blessings to yourself. You really trying to keep everything to yourself. It's okay to bring you a few hundred M's up, but who you help though? You ain't really help nobody. You done ran up a few hundred M's, but you ain't put nobody on though.
Does Young Thug have a point?
On the surface, it's a reference to Thug's leaked calls gossiping about friends. But deeper, it exposes Cole as the guy who gossips with hip-hop in private, sneak dissing and moralizing in songs instead of addressing issues head-on. Righting wrongs is PR, Cole's transactional morality. Righting wrongs till they come with royalties in pub too.
Bun the hair, bun loose, righting wrongs till they
Dumb lungs on you, spun the hair bun loose. This nigga is incredible, bro. Dumb lungs on you, spun the hair bun loot. What?
Like I'm young thug too. Dumb lungs on you, spun the hair bun loose. Right and wrongs till they come with royalties and pub too.
Right and wrongs until they come with royalties and pub too. I'm thinking, chat. It's got me thinking away. That's got me thinking.
On you, spun the hair bun.
Kendrick's calling out Cole's apology arc. Righting wrongs isn't just about growth. It's about cleaning up your image, correcting narratives, and playing moral authority. But add royalties and pub, and suddenly every apology and I'm the bigger man moment is packaged into content, streams, and publishing. Kendrick's painting Cole's apology as transactional righteousness, not pure growth. A cleanup move tied to album rollouts and legacy branding. Sinners, film reference as a mirror for Cole. Where you at? At the house with it, watching Sinners.
In pub too.
Where you at?
At the house with it, watching Sinners.
Who you with?
On the couch with my favorite sinner.
At the house with it, watching Sinners. Shout out Ryan Coogler. Let's go.
The house with it, watching Sinners.
Who you with?
On the couch with my favorite sinner.
Kendrick references the film Sinners, a story about identity, community, and resisting external threats together.
This is what makes Remick a genius antagonist in Sinners. Massive spoilers ahead for the film. Let's start with the fact that Remick is hundreds, maybe even over 1,000 years old. We can make this assumption because of Remick's implication that he was there when religion was forced upon his people, which would have happened around the year 400. So there's no telling how many different people Remick has had to escape from, and yet after all this time, he's still here. When he first meets Bert and Joan, he's on the run from the Choctaw. He immediately tries to appeal to their humanity and empathy, but they don't reciprocate whatsoever. But Remick isn't dumb, he's adaptable. It's what's gotten him so far up to this point. His ability to see and read a situation and then manipulate it to his advantage. And it's at that moment that Remick sees the white hood in their home and he tweaks his accent ever so slightly and then makes another reference to the Choctaw, but this time he calls them by a racial slur, which immediately perks up the ears of Bert and Joan, who proceed to let Remick in their home. The next time we see Remick is outside the Club Juke, where he's discovered Sammy's gift of music and he knows he needs to find a way to get to him. So what does he do? He approaches the members of Club Juke in a manner that speaks directly to them. He knows how his skin tone's gonna come off, so he comes preaching fellowship, freedom, and love, something that the black community unfortunately experienced very little of during that era. And then he immediately follows this up by playing the song Pick Poor Robin Clean, which was actually a song that originated in the black community in the late 1800s and would have been very well known by Smoke, Stack, and everyone else in Club Juke. Now where Remick falls short is that he didn't quite realize that him playing the song would actually be more off-putting than anything for a number of different reasons. So when that doesn't work, Remick, Joan, and Bert again turn to music, but this time they play Will Ye Go Lassie Go, something that's much more authentic to who Remick actually is. And that authenticity lures Mary in just enough to the point that Remick is able to get a hold of her and turn her. And of course we see everything else spiral from there.
A metaphor for hip-hop as community. Vampires as culture vultures. Blues as prophecy. Sin and redemption. But Kendrick flips it on Cole. Cole uses his album and Pac/Biggie references to crown himself hip-hop's moral compass, implying apologizing like him is the path to survival and righteousness.
Let's be clear. Sinners isn't just a movie, it's a masterpiece, a warning. Ryan Coogler didn't just give us horror, he gave us history. Truth wrapped in fangs and set to a blues rhythm. From the first frame, it shows how black joy and brilliance have always been hunted and hijacked. The juke joint? It's a cultural womb, a sacred space. But every time we create something sacred, they show up. Not to honor, but to consume. The vampires? They're colonizers in disguise, bloodsuckers twisting our brilliance until we're dancing to their tune. Smoke and Stack Moore, both played by Michael B. Jordan, mirror the war within black men. One seeks peace, the other, revenge. Sammy, the blues prodigy, represents the next generation of black expression. They want it, but they can't create it. The indigenous warriors? They're protectors, seen these bloodsuckers before, and they know how to fight them. Even the music bleeds symbolism. The blues isn't just sound, it's survival. Visually, Coogler's light, shadow, and the color red, it's all deliberate. This isn't just a vampire story, it's our story. But that's just our take. What did you see in Sinners? Drop your thoughts in the comments.
Kendrick's line makes Cole the spectator, watching Sinners instead of standing in the juke joint with the people, more invested in image, legacy narratives, and what if Pac apologized hypotheticals than actual community.
The power in love, the choice to be the bigger man. I want to say from the heart, I apologize. What if?
Favorite sinner / Pinterest, lust, distraction, and Cole's retreat. Who you with? On the couch with my favorite sinner. Hip-hop is the favorite sinner. Flawed, messy, but irresistible. Kendrick embraces that instead of preaching at it. Fuck that bitch, I was about to, but you convinced us. Should I decorate her walls or log off the Pinterest? Decorator.
How to, but you convinced us. Should I decorate her walls or log off the Pinterest?
Decorate her walls is a double, sexual and literally decorating a house. Pinterest equals mood board fantasy, indecision, procrastination. Kendrick saying, Cole wanted to fuck, fully engage in the beef, but instead retreated into overthinking, moralizing, and optics. Kendrick's living in the moment. Cole stuck on Pinterest, planning a narrative. Emotional maturity versus distraction. Never too late to meditate on emotion or attachments, even if I fall short from my distractions. Kendrick's honest. He's working on emotional maturity, but he still gets distracted by lust, ego, and the game. He's not pretending to be above it all. He's just not letting it stop him from being real. Cole, on the other hand, engaged, lost sleep, meditated, then backed out and framed himself as the bigger man, hoping Kendrick didn't feel any type of way. Kendrick's verse feels like a more self-aware, less self-righteous version of that arc. Platinum in the coochie, proof it's really about hip-hop. Been missing your booty, loving on your booty / kissing on your booty, crushing on your booty. Kendrick's repetition shows he puts all emotions into the music, affection, obsession, conflict. Remember me? Iceberg jeans or the Truies / Duckworth, you know, street smart, but I'm goofy. Duckworth equals Kendrick's last name, confirming the autobiographical angle. Wait, you must have got a platinum record in the coochie / I got a platinum plaque in the coochie. It's a double flex. Hip-hop is platinum, that valuable, and he's literally multi-platinum with her. This isn't just about a random woman. This is Kendrick clowning around with hip-hop itself, showing how comfortable and certified their relationship is compared to Cole's insecure, apologetic stance.
We continue J. Cole's final album ever.
All right, let's go ahead and get into
number 8. I Love Her Again.
I think the biggest request that we had from you guys, this one, Safety, a few others.
You guys are saying I have to do this next. I have to break this down.
I Love Her Again. I think he flipping a Common record.
Love Her Again.
All right, Love Her Again. Let's get to it.
I love her again. Finally, the sign is sentence, sign sealed, deliver for us to grow together. Love has no limit, it's been slow forever. I know your heart is wondered by what? How many times have I randomly just tossed out the exact thing and known every lyric? Come on, bro, stop playing with me.
I never knew, but
a love like this.
So yeah, before we get going, he's sampling that from the song "The Light" by Common Sense.
He's sampling heavily on here on this side of on the disc.
It's been frequenced a little differently, but I still recognize Common's voice.
I don't think he missed with this one. It's impossible. There's no way he misses with this one. With that sample. Shout out to Common. There's no way.
Common had a song called "I Used to Love Her," which is a metaphor for hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And
maybe he going with this concept too. Cole, we gonna see.
You're not Florida.
JCole. What you mean jit, boy? Alright, boy. You got the jit pad. You can say jit. It sound clean coming out your mouth though. It sound clean. So like back when I was a jit.
She's the girl that I was seeing every nigga's whip. I was much too young to truly know.
Like I seen her in every dude's whip, but I was too young to know the difference between, you know, a good girl and a prostitute. So he didn't know seeing her in every dude's whip. It's probably not a sign that was a good girl. That's just funny that he said that. But I like to obviously you know people play hip hop in the whip. Everybody was banging it.
Let me say,
Lupe Fiasco.
Yeah.
What constitutes a prostitute is the pursuit of profit. That's what he said on Hurt Me Soul.
She lost her common sense when niggas brought her out on tour. Common used to be common sense. Come on, bro. The flipping is crazy.
I heard what they would like it too. I like it what he's doing because he's young and he's sort of enchanted by her, and I think we were all young and enchanted by hip hop because you're young and there's an innocence with you, right? Yeah. So you don't see.
Everybody's going, well, once hip hop really hit a mainstream stage and you bring in the materialism, you bring in the profits and the capitalism, right? Then the scope of what was being talked about in hip hop, the scope of the artists who got put on, it all changed. Did hip hop sell out? I love the way JCole touches on this.
Lying ass. You said you went to college in New York to meet Jay-Z. That's what you said before. You moved out there for the poons? Oh, we just finding out on the last album. It wasn't because of Jay-Z, it was because of the poons.
There because why? New York, the mecca of hip hop.
Where it's like the tunnel.
That's hard. That's hard. I love what he's doing here, man. He's referencing the famous nightclub called the Tunnel in New York, which is like historically a major thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but he went and the tunnel was closed. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? What's going on? Where is hip hop? Where does she? You know?
Right. Commons, I love her. I used to love her, and he's talking about hip hop, and I love her again. I get it. Then with the Common sample, I never knew a love the light. Okay, I get it.
Cause he said I used to hear her. I used to see her in the car. Then he said I moved up to the New York, and then now she out in.
It was dope, right? Because it's still playing with trying to find this girl that like the girl of his dreams. I'm wondering if that's when Atlanta kind of had
exactly
their like you know hype.
This is my favorite type of shit. That when rappers do shit like this, where they're talking about something, but they do it in like it's just like a metaphor. The whole thing is a metaphor. It's just so good. This
is exactly what they was saying, bro. He says they not the same. Bro, it changed and they said it was whack. That is exactly how it went, bro. But it wasn't really, it was just different. It was just different, bro.
I know where this is going. I understand it now. I'm paying attention. I'm listening. I know what you're doing. Continue, good brother.
That was my era. Look, don't you ever head out a wild pool palace right now. I'll pool palace you out of house or home right now, boy. Don't you ever disrespect my walking out. Rest in peace to Unc, nigga.
Nigga, it was lean with it, lean with it.
Again, like I love how the fingers, you hear the snap happen and then just talk about like the different tracks. Lean with it, snap, rock with it, and just all of that tying into just ATL songs.
That's fire. They wanted her back, but it sounded like she was trapped.
Well, that's a term from where?
That's funny how you made fun of these dudes, but now you jacking they slang. Yep. You know what I'm saying?
So now they're using the lingo of Atlanta. So they want to
everything that was going on.
Yeah.
He's writing everything that's going on with him, but also hip hop is telling him, because you know hip hop's the voice of the streets. It speaks to what's going on in the society. So hip hop is also telling him what's going on, like around in the world, in the neighborhoods, whatever. So it's like it's a back and forth. It's a connection. That's dope, bro.
Fire.
Shout out to Cole, man.
Yeah, man.
He's killing this stuff. I done rocked a lot of fellas.
Yeah.
Rockefeller.
Yeah.
He was, signed with Jay-Z and all of that. Yeah.
That feels like a little meta nod to Rockefeller Records, where he signed to after dropping his mix.
That is tough. That is tough.
Did y'all catch it?
Yeah.
See what he talking about?
Oh.
Yeah.
I love that, man. Yeah, so obviously he's referencing what I think is probably the Drake and Kendrick situation.
He's saying that basically she was cheating on all three of them, Drake, Cole, Kendrick. That's when two of my homies started to beef. They just acted like he wasn't a part of it.
She said you're the best I ever had, and the whole time that bitch was saying that type of shit to me.
I never knew a love like this.
Jealousy. He said them type of games is what made two of my homies start to beef. Oh my God.
This is my instigator. This is the instigator in me. So when it comes to love,
but what was the Kendrick reference?
I didn't hear it if there was one, but the two homies start to beef. Best I ever had.
Yeah.
Drake.
Reference from Drake.
Yeah. There has to be a Kendrick one.
Hey, bro, she told him that She told both of them they was the best she ever had, but she told me the same thing. Oh my.
I to believe she was
she's for the streets. Playing off of that versus obviously hip hop being for the streets, coming out of the streets, giving a voice to the voiceless. Very, very dope double again.
Hold on a second. Is JCole still talking about hip hop? I don't know.
Lost track of the fucking metaphors.
Obviously, OnlyFans is clever because hip hop has many fans versus like he talks about the prostitution before. He talked about for the streets, like selling out for the clicks, for the money, maybe the sexualization that you see.
Fans is the equivalent of mumble rap. You know what I mean, Tam? Where it's like, where it is clear, like there's just no redeemable quality. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you are clearly here purely for the money. You do not give a fuck. Like the whole I used to love her rapping in the mirror. Like I don't know who the fuck Common is. Who are these people? They have no idea who Common is. Don't know the history. Just no respect for him.
Bitch that used to tell me be yourself. All of a sudden for the wealth she's becoming someone else. The older that she gets, the younger she be trying to act. In fact, I'm thinking that's gonna
in drugs and surgeries and all of that, bro. He say, bro,
the older that she gets, the younger she tries to act.
Yeah.
It's literally true.
The fall off, bro.
It's never been placed for me in that way to like listen to it and hear it that way, where it's like a natural progression of hip hop.
It's because the ageism in hip hop that stems from kind of a thing everywhere. But why is it such a prevalent thing in hip hop? And why does it feel like ageism is younger in hip hop? Like, nigga.
As hip hop gets older, it's being driven like by the younger crowd, bro. And he goes on to say she chasing young niggas.
It seemed like every day you was blowing kisses to me, but years went past, now you don't even listen to me. At first I was defensive, bitch, listen how you
you was blowing kisses to me, but years passed and you don't even listen to me.
She said you don't even listen to me. He said, bitch, look how you sound. You ever say like you hear how you sound right now?
Yeah.
Like when you arguing,
like saying like you don't listen to me anymore. You don't value what I have to say versus literally like putting on and listening to hip hop.
You talking about modern day rap, nigga, like these modern day hoes, gang. Like on God, bro.
Bro, he referring. It's a double entendre. The whole thing is, bro. He's talking about rap.
At first I was defensive, bitch, listen how you sound. So many niggas fucked you, now your pussy's watered down. But the more I thought about it, quote, she was
Come on, nice try, Cole. You done fell off now.
And like so many people have come in and they fucked hip hop and they've taken advantage of it and they've left. Right? So you can see how he's still painting this meta versus obviously a pussy getting watered down and the music itself getting watered down, like the sexual bar into watering down the music. Very clever wordplay here.
Popping pills and mumbling, this shit's getting watered down. The door to access it is so fucking wide open. So fucking wide open that it's not even, it's like, bro, I'm gonna go play basketball. I'm gonna go play basketball. Fuck this shit.
Stop judging and accept her. Oh yeah. That we all get to that point. We all get to that point where it's like a denial of like, yo, I just can't listen to that. Then it's like, you gotta accept that that's where it's at.
And then he explained why too.
Yeah.
Like family, I got children now.
Yeah.
You tried to.
I can't be listening to the shit that, you know what I mean, like it's different. You know what I mean?
That's a fact. Since 2020, mega, like I have to make myself listen to hip hop just because it's like when you're around kids, you don't want them to be around certain energies and certain words and shit and certain vibrations. I feel that. So I can imagine how that would be as a conscientious parent.
And I was just trying to possess her. And
So she never really changed. Cause she's always been with the times. Like whatever the times were, that's what she's been on.
You know, hip hop was always gonna change. It was gonna move from New York. It was gonna go to the A. It was gonna have its time on the West Coast because that's the beauty and the spirit of hip hop in that community. Hip hop is for everyone. And I think Cole finally comes to that realization. It's not just his interpretation of hip hop. It's not just his expectations, his wants, his values with it. There's not just one right answer here. And if you truly appreciate the root,
I'm falling back in love with her
I
again.
never knew a lot like
Fucking
this.
masterpiece.
Like this.
But you just said this is your last album though. So you're divorcing her.
You can't say that this is your last, bro.
He's speaking about falling back in love with hip hop. That's good. Okay.
But he's saying he's falling in love with it again, hip hop, as
versus
he exits.
it's over. The chorus returns. You used to call my phone on a Friday night. It's been over. We've been over. Friday night is prime time for drops, calls, and culture moments. The era where Cole could call hip-hop and control the narrative, own more intimate bond with the culture. Kendrick's not in the friend zone. He's not apologizing. He's not watching from the couch. He's in the juke joint, in the studio, in the moment, living, loving, and clowning anyone who thinks they can control the narrative from a distance. So next time you hear a rapper try to play hip-hop's therapist, remember, Kendrick's already moved on. He's not just loving the culture, he's making it blush